Right now, the world is drinking over 2 billion cups of coffee a day. This one simple drink helped build the modern world. It's just roasted seeds and hot water. Yet nothing else has sparked more ideas, more fortunes, or more revolutions than this. The story begins in the highlands of Ethiopia, with a goat herder named Kaldi and a wild bush of bright red berries. His goats couldn't leave them alone. So the legend goes, Kaldi reached out and tried the strange red cherries for himself. And suddenly he couldn't stop moving. He had found the world's first stimulant, the little berry that would one day wake the planet. The secret crossed the Red Sea to Yemen, carried on wooden dhows to a land that would guard it for centuries. There, Sufi monks roasted and brewed the beans into a dark, bitter drink to stay awake through their long night prayers. Through the port of Mocha, Yemen sold coffee to the world and grew fabulously rich as the only source on earth. They guarded that monopoly fiercely, boiling every bean before it left, so no rival could ever plant one of their own. But secrets never keep. Soon coffee houses filled Mecca, Cairo, and Istanbul, loud rooms where people gathered to talk and argue. That made rulers nervous. What were people plotting over all that coffee? Again and again, kings and clerics tried to ban it. When coffee reached Europe, priests recoiled. They called it the devil's drink and demanded the Pope himself condemn it once and for all. But Pope Clement tasted it and loved it. He blessed the so-called devil's drink, and coffee swept across the whole continent. In London, coffee houses became penny universities. For a single coin, you got a cup, a seat, and the sharpest minds of the age. Ideas turned into business. One London coffee house, run by Edward Lloyd, grew into Lloyd's, the greatest insurance market on earth. For the first time, a whole society was sober and wide awake. In the cafes of Europe, the age of reason caught fire. Science, newspapers, even revolutions were dreamed up over coffee. One drop, one page, one dangerous idea at a time. In the cafes of Paris, that fire turned to open revolt. Fueled by coffee and anger, the crowd marched and the Bastille fell. But coffee carried a darker cost. To feed the world's endless thirst, empires carved vast plantations across the tropics. They were worked by millions of enslaved people, from the Caribbean to Brazil, the bitter price behind a sweet cup. Brazil became a giant. Coffee rode the railways by the ton, and the humble bean became one of the world's great commodities. The industrial age ran on it. Coffee kept the worker awake and gave us a ritual we still keep today. The coffee break. In Italy, coffee became an art form, pressed into a fast, fierce shot of espresso and sipped standing at the bar. And the cafe became the world's living room, a place to meet, to work, and to think in every city on earth. From a goat on an Ethiopian hillside to 2 billion cups a day, this little red berry kept the world awake and helped it dream up everything that came next.